All right. My name is Jeff Hoagland. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk here today. Today we're going to be talking about announcements that Wizard of the Coast made on October 21st, 2019, and talking about why I feel the way I do about them. Let's start with the good. Banning Astrolab and Pauper is great. I don't think anybody's going to complain about that. That sounds wonderful. All right, good. Did we get all of the good out of the way? I think we cleared most of the good. All right, now the bad. In my opinion, banning just Field of the Dead is a mistake. I think the Field of the Dead decks are easier to attack than the Turn 2 Oko decks are, and I think the Turn 2 Oko decks had one of the best performances at the Mythic Championship this past weekend, and there was a reason for that. I know that sample size there is small, but I also think Turn 2 Oko feels super miserable, and I'm really not looking forward to dealing with that. I also think having that happen for another Pro Tour or Mythic Championship, whatever we're calling them right now, seems like a mistake. So in my opinion, I would have done nothing, or I would have done more than this. I think doing only this is likely a net negative for the format. And obviously I can't predict the future, so we're gonna have to wait and see what that is. But there's also, if you follow me on Twitter right now, you know that I'm also kind of upset about this. The Arena effective date is October 24th, 2019. So they've made a ban list announcement today on Monday. They're not implementing it till Thursday, 3 days from now. And then 5 days from now on the 26th, we have to play I get to play, don't have to, I suppose, that's the wrong word, but I'm qualified for the Arena MCQ. So we get 2 days of in-client testing without Arena, or without Field, which seems bad. So they made this announcement, and then 6 days later, there's a major event happening in-client, or what's supposed to be a major event with this change. We only get 2 days to test it. So I think that's not ideal, and it's not great. All right, this next part is going to be probably a good bit longer, and let's just start by covering what this announcement is. This is Pioneer, which is a new non-rotating format being introduced in Magic the Gathering, which, as this graphic shows, is starting with the set Return to Ravnica, and it notably has all of the fetch lands banned. It notably does not have Fabled Passage banned, I don't think. Fabled Passage doesn't appear. So they mention they're banning, their initial ban list is going to be 5 fetch lands. So that's interesting. I'd like to start again with the good. Pioneer is basically what I have wanted out of Magic the Gathering for probably the past 2, 3, 4 years, honestly. I think Wizards, I think Modern has gotten to a point where it's too large for a lot of cards to be competitive, and I've wanted a new non-rotating format to explore and brew in for a long time, and from that perspective, I'm really excited about Pioneer. This is something I've wanted, and we're going to work on it. We're going to take deck submissions in it. I'm looking forward to playing lots of things in this deep card pool and watching this format develop from the start. Now here's the bad thing, though. The implications around this announcement are awful. And what I mean by that is we have literally been getting told again and again and again that Magic Arena can't support more queues, and we can't have Brawl always on, and we can't have Historic as a rank mode with best of 3 all the time, because we can't saturate and break up the player base. I wonder if Wizards, or the people making the decisions, think we're idiots, because Magic Online already has far more queues than Magic Arena, and Pioneer is going to be supported on Magic Online. And I feel like telling us just this weekend that they don't think Magic Arena can support another queue, while adding yet another queue into Magic Online that already has more queues than Magic Arena while having a smaller player base, it's rude. I feel like they're insulting my intelligence. I feel like they're thinking we're not paying attention. I feel like they're treating us like we're stupid. Past that, what about Historic? This is what Historic should have been. if Arena is actually supposed to be this premier play platform and not this cash grab standard only, like milk as much money out of our players as we can, like we did with Duels of the Planeswalkers and then throw it away, why is Magic Online getting another format? And I know that the reasonable answer to that is probably Jeff. They don't have the resources to back program all of these cards into Magic Arena. And I would say I agree that that's probably the case. The solution, however, though, is not creating a new format. It's supporting Historic and being like, okay, guys and gals, we're going to slowly backcode things into Historic until we grow it to the point that we're happy with. And this creation of Pioneer, in my mind, is just another instance of them telling us without actually telling us that Arena is there for Standard and it's there for Draft, and that's all it's ever going to be. And honestly, I'm frustrated because I feel stupid. I feel stupid because I spent time telling people that they really wanted to support this platform and it felt like they did. And I feel like these last couple series of announcement where they added Historic but then didn't really add it, and they're pseudo adding Brawl, and now they're creating this new paper and Magic Online and Premier Play format. This is going to be a Grand Prix and Pro Tour format. So like Historic is dead before it even started. Like forget about 2-for-1 wildcards. Wizards doesn't care about it. They only want us playing Standard on Arena. And as someone who likes Magic, I love Magic. I've been playing Magic for, a decade and a half, and I've spent slogged through Magic Online for forever. I saw this far off glimmering light of hey, a time where I could play a diverse selection of Magic formats and never have to touch Magic Online again, because I don't like playing Magic Online. Even when Magic Online works as well as it can work, it is still incredibly slow and it's not pretty. All bugs and crashes and clunkiness aside in Magic Online, even when it's working optimally, it's just such a slower way to play Magic. And this Pioneer announcement just feels like another punch in the face and saying, hey Jeff, if you want to really play Magic, if you want real Magic, Magic Online is the way that you can play real Magic. Magic Arena, that's like Fisher-Price watered down Magic. If you want the true Magic experience, Magic Arena isn't for you. And for a long time, I pushed back on that concept and I told people that that's nonsense and that it's gatekeeping. But just thing after thing after thing after thing after thing. It's just, I'm at a loss for words, honestly. I feel let down, I feel betrayed, I feel insulted, I feel like a giant liability. The Wizards made so many great decisions in a row, and I was really happy with a lot of the things that they'd announced, and I can't in any reasonable way think about or justify this decision. It's just with any flow of thought in my mind. There's no... And here's the thing. We had someone earlier say that, well, maybe they're going to eventually backcode and add this to Arena. Currently, there are no plans to add it as a format to Arena. I feel dumb. I feel like I've been selling snake oil because I bought snake oil. And this is why I didn't play a third Standard deck this morning, because I was just so frustrated by this announcement. I just didn't have a way to put into words how I was frustrated. During the second Standard video this morning, if you want an authentic reaction, there's me randomly swearing and being frustrated for a little bit, but it's just I can't. Yeah, Historic is just this thing where it was I'm sad. I really like Magic, and I want Magic to be successful and to be good, and I want to I'm very lucky to have a job where I get to wake up every morning and love it, But like the Magic Online portions of my stream, I really haven't been loving lately. So like, I think I'm gonna refund people's money that sent me money for Historic. We were gonna play Historic tomorrow, but Historic, like, any hopes I had of like Historic eventually being supported, like they die with this announcement. Any hopes I had of Arena being more popular and like expanding and creating the whole encompassing the whole Magic experience die with this. I was hoping to like scale up and do less Magic Online leagues and more Magic Arena, and this is gonna do the inverse of that. I'm excited to explore Pioneer, but this announcement is them telling us that if you want to get the genuine Magic experience, you should not be paying for Magic Arena. You should be playing Magic Online, and you should be playing paper, and Magic Arena is this watered down afterthought of an experience that we're just hoping to wring money out of people to enjoy. Historic is, we don't want to let you dust your cards because that's too consumer friendly. So we have to like write something down and give you a way that you can technically play with them, even though you can't meaningfully play with them. We're gonna need you to make Pioneer Jeskai Ascendancy cool. Yeah, definitely. And if you want perspective on Pioneer versus Historic, I can't even play a best of 3 Q4 in Magic Arena, but Pioneer is part of the Players Tour. It's gonna have Grand Prix. It's supported with leagues on Magic Online. Like there's PTQs with there's PTQs in a week. There's PTQs in a week. We get weekly format challenges starting immediately for it, and then there's PTQs. I am just so incredibly let down and disappointed at the level of support that this has, and I can't even get an unranked casual Historic best of 3 Q on Magic Arena. It's insulting. It's just, I feel like they must think we're stupid. Right? Like, that's the only reason you would believe we don't have players to support Historic best of 3 on Arena, but like, we can add a 12th format to Magic Online. I'm gonna open Magic Online. Let's open Magic Online and look at how many queues Magic Online has, just so I can have an accurate count of how many different formats I can currently play on Magic Online before they even add this new one. Wizards, some suit and tie at Wizards has this really messed up idea that by restricting formats people can play, that they will play more standard. That's not how this works. People aren't playing more standard because you locked them out of playing Historic and you locked them out of playing Brawl. You know what people are going to do instead? They're going to go play Mythgard, and they're going to go play the new Riot card game, and they're going to go play Hearthstone, and they're going to go play other video games. They're not going to go play standard instead. They're just going to go do anything else. Hold for a moment while Magic Online lags trying to load up this screen. The Magic Online experience, for those of you that haven't seen it before. So before we add Pioneer, we have Standard, Modern, Legacy, Vintage, Pauper, Commander, and whatever specialty is here. I have no idea what specialty is. Let's click it and find out. Oh, look. Momir, Freeform, Plane Chase, Planeswalker Tournament Practice, Momir Basic, Plane Chase Open Play, Planeswalker Open Play, and then every one of these formats has multiple queues in it. Oh look, Commander has Brawl, has 1v1 Commander, has Open Play, has a 2-player queue. So every one of these buttons has 3 or 4 queues inside of it. And yet they tell us that we can't have always on Brawl and we can't have always on best of 3 Historic because we can't support it and we can't split the player base. And that doesn't even get into this flipping limited tab here, which has even more options in it. I just, I don't, I can't, it's so, fuck you. Sorry, I was doing so good to not swear so far today. Just get out of here. Get out of here, Gengar. It's disingenuous to compare queues on Magic Online to Magic Arena. You're right. It is disingenuous. You know why? Because you have to pay money to play in most of these queues. So these queues are probably even slower than a free queue would be on Magic Arena. Because on a free queue, there's way more players because you don't have to put money into the gambling machine to play. So you're right, it's not fair to compare them. It's much easier to populate a free queue on Magic Arena than it is to populate a paid queue on Magic Online. Use your flipping brain. Mesapira, thank you for the 7 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah. All right, and now Magic Online has locked up. Oh, it's unlocked. All right, maybe. I can't. It's just, yeah. I think I'm done. Oh, look at that. Draft, sealed, gauntlet, whatever that is. And just multiple queues in every one of these two. So yeah, I don't know. I am both. Hey, the sub-gift animation. Look at that. I forgot we had a new sub-gift animation. That got done over the weekend. Thank you for the sub-gifties, Winding Road. So, I am going to accept Pioneer decks. I'm going to be cutting I'm going to be cutting arena time from my content because if I'm being honest, Standard's going to suck. Standard sucks. Like, that's just like, you know, I assumed Standard was going to suck some more, but I assumed we would have Historic to play if Standard sucked, and they haven't given us Historic to play. And then they did this ban for Standard that probably makes the format worse. So yeah, we're gonna take some. I am excited to play your decks in this new format. We are gonna play a bunch of Pioneer, which unfortunately for people that don't like Magic Online, I'm sorry, I'm sure my viewer count's gonna be a little bit worse, but playing a bunch of this Standard format does not sound great. So I'm going to be dialing back Standard content over the next week and dialing up some Magic Online so we can play Pioneer on top of Moto. Prices. To start with Pioneer, let's say we're going to price it the same as Standard. So we'll do $10 for your submissions, $25 for build-arounds. We would watch you play the kazoo, Jeff. There are some of you that I believe on that. So I am going to be updating my schedule. So a quick TLDR on what this means for Hoaglandia. I am not going to be... Historic content moving forward. I thought that I was going to be doing Historic content. This makes it very abundantly clear that Historic has no future in Magic. It's dead. It's DOA. It's dead on arrival. We're still gonna be doing some Standard content. I'm probably going to do still 15 to 20 hours a week of Standard because Magic Arena, even when Standard blows, is more popular. So I understand that that's going to be frustrating for some people, but like playing against turn 2 Oko all day is also going to suck. So like, you know, it's like 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. So I don't know exactly what my schedule is going to look like, but we will not be playing Historic tomorrow. We'll probably do some Standard instead, and then I will rework the rest of my schedule this week to figure out exactly what we're doing. But yeah, just in summary, incredibly disappointed and let down. The extension makes Arena easier to watch. Magic Online is whatever, but I'm gonna be done for the day. I'm kind of spent. Mythgard content's not going anywhere. I'm planning to do somewhere between 4 and 6 hours of Mythgard per week. We're still going to be mostly Magic, but a little bit more Magic online. Because we could do that. I'm going to be done for the day. I have the ability to go long today, but I don't feel like playing more Magic after today. I'm going to figure out what we're supposed to do, and then I will tweet an updated schedule later today. Thanks everybody for listening to the rant. I will catch all y'all on later. Thanks, Kyle. Exactly. I don't do what makes me unhappy. And I know that with this standard change, standard's likely going to become very tedious and a slog, so I'm going to be preemptively scaling that back a little bit. We'll probably do a bunch of standard this week because I'm playing the MCQ on Saturday, but next week is definitely going to scale back a good bit. So, all right. Catch everyone around later. I'll see you around.